We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, helps out the YouTube channel, and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with ADA Cardano. We're going to break down the data, what 42 Vision is showing on the 30-minute and the 1 day, and some information that is pretty mind-blowing on what's going on with Cardano, ADA, and how it's fighting here, and what's so important for this to stay above, to actually have some strength. And we're going to break down all the resistance levels and support levels I am watching. Now, before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run of the day that I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if you trade stocks apart from crypto, you may want to check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into ADA Cardano itself. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you want to become part of this and you're interested in joining and getting in on early with us every single morning, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So here we are with the stocks I mentioned this morning, ARTL, USWS, and both of them gave us 5 to 10% jumps from their lows and their spikes. But the home run of the day turned out to be ARTL, and in a matter of minutes in the pre-market and even after the bell, it gave us a highest point of 20% plus. I mentioned it as it was starting to pick back up steam in the pre-market around 105, 110, and then it started to take off really fast in the pre-market, giving a 10 to 20% move, came back down towards 110 and took off again to 128, came back down and did it again all the way back up towards 132. So from the moment I mentioned it, it gave us a highest point of 20% plus. But in both of these runs here, or actually all three, right, in the pre-market and the two after the bell, it gave multiple opportunities of 5 to 10%, 10 to 15%, and 10 to 20% in this whole entire run. So this is what we strive for every single day. With 42 Vision, we have the clarity to see the strengths and the weaknesses in the charts, and you can gain access to this as well by joining the 42 Vision tier level. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Cardano, ADA, and after having a huge pullback on the 27th, it's been holding back up above that 190 range. I have stated how important it is, but we have an even more important resistance level to break through and stay above, because it's been rejected several times. Every single time it tries to, and that is the $2 mark, guys. $2 needs to be broken through, and these last two times, that's where the rejection began, and you could see how fast it went down, and I stated if it can't hold above $2, more importantly, it needs to hold above 190. Now, if you're a Cardano holder, ADA holder, or someone looking to invest into Cardano, I have to share with you guys some exciting news that just came out in an article, which has actually been stated in other words in other articles, but just more confirmation on what makes ADA actually have some sort of value. I know a lot of people say it is a meme coin, it is near worthless, but it's up in the top 5 by market cap even at these levels. So when it was at $3, it was pretty high, and even here at 190, even at $2, it is still holding its spot in the rankings. Now, when it comes to, right, being the most viewed and also most visited and trending, it is still on these lists. On the most visited, it is number 27. It is near the low part of this list. Hopefully it could stay here, because as long as it's on this list, that is a huge sign of hodlers and many investors watching it, investing in it, and so forth. On trending though, this is the best place to be, because a lot of people are aware of it. Further adoption happens through this, more attention, and it's number 20. Okay, it's not in the top 10, top 15, or top 5, but it's on the list and it's in the top 20. It is number 20 right now. It's ahead of Ethereum, its competitor, and others. Now, it's so important to realize why Cardano is always compared to Ethereum, and we're going to break it all down. But one of the main things I've talked about before is the fact that It's much more efficient. And we're going to break it down in this article that even goes ahead and makes that confirmation, even compared to Bitcoin. And I also stated in my previous videos, which I want every single viewer and investor to be aware of, that a lot of people state that Cardano fell here because it's near worthless and it's falling and it's falling. Cardano was not the only one that fell on October 27th. If you go back and you check out others on the list, even Litecoin, which is not even up there with them, on the 27th, it fell. We also had Bitcoin do the same thing on the 27th. And then we also had Ethereum do the same thing on the 27th. So that was not just Cardano. Now, has Cardano moved like the others? No, they're all going to do their direct correlations and indirect correlations and move accordingly. But Cardano has been holding up from that flash crash all the way down to 172, 173, fighting between 190 and $2. And we really want to see this get above $2. Now, on the 1 day, you could see here how it is fighting to try to hold itself up, but it's been a slow downward trend and then sideways. And we need to see this break towards 245 to break out back up to all-time highs and see if this can even get close to those mind-blowing price targets of $4, even $10. I look forward to seeing what are your thoughts down below on those price targets. Do you see it reaching it? But let's talk about this exciting news that just came out on this article. So it states here, with long-term prospects looking good, Cardano has not run out of steam just yet. Okay, so this is actually one of those of dropping a little bit of hope, but with fundamentals in play and information. So when we look at it here, right, it talks about the correlation of Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin has actually been going upwards, and obviously it's gone downwards, and with it Cardano has been moving pretty close to it, not exactly the same. So Cardano right now has a disassociation from the market when it's generally in a boom. So it's a fact, not only noticeably whenever the correlation has been relatively higher, but ADA saw all-time highs and higher gains. So it seems like disassociating trend didn't fare out well for ADA. So its all-time highs were hit when Bitcoin went higher, and there's been times when Bitcoin goes higher and obviously Cardano goes lower. So it's disassociated completely with the in general part of Bitcoin, but it does kind of move close to competing Ethereum. Now, investors volume is important. Okay, this is the total amount right here, and this is the most important. Whales volume is pretty low. Retail volume, which I would actually go ahead and put that alongside with the institutional investors because they all make up the full picture. The whales are the ones we want them to be the lowest. Shows that retail volume is the highest. So there's a lot of FUD, probably a lot of trading going on with retail volume. It's not really the whales, it's not really investors, it is retail. Now, one of the main things in this whole entire article, which actually confirms why ADA is a blockchain of the future and it's going to compete with Ethereum eventually, is because it's being compared to Bitcoin here, and that just goes ahead and confirms how much more efficient it is. It says, it has recently came to light that Cardano uses 0.01% of the energy of Bitcoin, making it one of the greenest blockchains. All in all, while ADA's long-term prospects looked promising, in the near term, ADA needed a strong backing from whales and some more conviction in terms of hodling behavior. Okay, so they basically say there's not that many whales and they've been trading very lowly, right? There's not a lot of them coming in, but retail volume has been the most, and there isn't a lot of hodling, right? There's just a lot of trading, and investors volume is just as low as well. So about almost 30% here to 35% is a mix of investors volume and whales, and the other 60% to 65% is retail volume trading back and forth or getting shaken out. So the long term is looking promising for ADA when it comes to being one of the greenest blockchains and being compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum to compete when it comes to the blockchain aspect of things. But right now in the near term, there isn't enough hodlers, there isn't enough large investors to really make this move, and a lot of people are trading it. And when you look at the chart, just with 42 vision, you can see the traders' movements, and I'm going to break that down here as well. So when it comes to 42 vision, you could see the weakness in the charts, and that would be right here, this candlestick, which you can gain access to this as well, by the way, by joining the 42 vision tier level. You gain access to my daily watch list, weekly watch list, and the Discord by clicking on the Discord link down below. You'll gain access to all of those once you're in the 42 vision tier level, and you'll also gain access to this graph setup. So when there's extreme weakness, which would be these white candles, there's usually a following of some type of strength. Some are stronger than others, some are weaker than others, but there's always a reversal. And it went right here from 193 all the way back up to 198, giving about a 3 to 5% move. Came back down here to 192, shot up to 202, giving about a 5 to 10% move. Did it again right here and ran back up. Here it didn't come up, but the transition started, and once it started, you can watch it closely as an investor, and things picked up. And you could just see how many times traders have been doing this. Since this fell, there's been about a total amount of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8, and even right here 9 different trades of 5 to 10% moves. And if you traded all of them and got 5%, that can add up to 40%, 45%. If you got closer to 10%, that can calculate up to 80%, 90%. And you can just see, based off the behavior of the chart, how many traders are actually just trading this and not holding this. If they held this all together, we would possibly see this push back up over $2 and continue higher. Also, if whales came in, and they're really not, there's very low amount of them. So it's important to be aware that the actions going on right now in the charts is of traders and not really the long-term focus and potential of what ADA could bring as it continues to get further adopted and gets more attention, that people start seeing real value in it and saying, you know what, it is one of the greenest blockchains and most efficient and waste the least amount of energy to do the same transactions. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.